The day Cristiano Ronaldo impressed Ronaldinho and AC Milan players was not just another football match, it was a statement to the world that a new era had truly arrived. The stage was the iconic UEFA Champions League, under the bright lights of the legendary San Siro in Milan. It was 2007, a time when AC Milan were one of the most respected and feared teams in Europe. Their squad was filled with icons, world champions, Ballon d'Or winners, and seasoned warriors. At the heart of that team was the magician himself, Ronaldinho, the man who had once ruled the football world with Samba flair and unstoppable creativity. On the other side stood a young but fearless Cristiano Ronaldo, representing Manchester United, determined to prove that he belonged among the very best. At that time, Ronaldo was already recognized as a rising superstar, but he was still evolving from a flashy winger into a complete attacking machine. The San Siro crowd expected Milan's experience and tactical discipline to dominate the night. After all, this was a team that included legends like Paolo Maldini, Alessandro Nesta, Andrea Pirlo, Gennaro Gattuso, and Kaká. They had strength, intelligence, and European pedigree. But from the first whistle, Ronaldo played as if he had something personal to prove. The moment that truly stunned everyone came when Ronaldo received the ball on the left wing. With lightning speed, he accelerated past defenders as if they were standing still. Maldini, one of the greatest defenders in history, rarely got beaten so easily, but Ronaldo's pace and control forced even him to retreat. Nesta, calm and calculated, tried to close the angle, yet Ronaldo danced between them with confidence beyond his years. Every touch carried purpose, every step radiated belief. It was not just skill, it was dominance. Ronaldinho watched closely. He understood brilliance when he saw it. The Brazilian had mesmerized crowds with tricks and joyful creativity, but what Ronaldo showed that night was a different kind of magic, explosive, ruthless, direct. When Ronaldo struck the ball with power from distance, testing Milan's defense again and again, even the home crowd gasped. His movement off the ball created constant problems. He wasn't simply a winger anymore, he was becoming unstoppable. There was a particular run that became unforgettable. Ronaldo picked up the ball deep in his own half and sprinted forward with breathtaking pace. Gattuso tried to pressure him physically, but Ronaldo's balance was too strong. Pirlo attempted to intercept with intelligence, but Ronaldo shifted direction in a split second. The entire Milan midfield seemed to collapse around him, yet he kept going, charging toward goal like a force of nature. Though the final shot didn't result in a goal, the message was clear: this young man feared no one. Even Kaká, who would go on to win the Ballon d'Or that year, later acknowledged Ronaldo's extraordinary development during that period. Ronaldo was not only about stepovers anymore. He had added strength, discipline, and lethal finishing to his game. Sir Alex Ferguson had transformed him from a talented showman into a complete athlete. And that night in Milan, the football world could see the transformation clearly. Ronaldinho, known for his humility and love for the game, reportedly admired Ronaldo's hunger. While Ronaldinho represented artistry, Ronaldo symbolized relentless ambition. The contrast between them was poetic. One played with a smile as if football were a dance, the other played with fire as if every match were a battle. Yet both shared greatness. That night, the respect was mutual. Though AC Milan ultimately advanced and later won the Champions League, Ronaldo's performance was unforgettable. Sometimes, football is not only about the final score but about the moments that shift perception. The Milan players walked off the pitch knowing they had faced something special. Maldini and Nesta had defended against the best strikers in history, yet this young Portuguese forward had pushed them to their limits. Gattuso's aggression couldn't intimidate him. Pirlo's elegance couldn't outsmart him. The football media began to speak differently about Ronaldo after that season. No longer was he just a talented winger with tricks, he was becoming a Ballon d'Or contender. The following year, he would explode with goals, leading Manchester United to European glory and claiming the individual awards that confirmed his place among legends. But nights like the one at San Siro were stepping stones, moments that built his myth. For Ronaldinho and the AC Milan squad, it was a reminder that football constantly evolves. One generation inspires the next. Ronaldinho had once been the young star dazzling defenders, now he witnessed another player ready to take the throne. There was no jealousy, only recognition. Great players understand greatness. That match symbolized the passing of energy between eras. Milan represented experience, tradition, and tactical mastery. Ronaldo represented speed, physical evolution, and modern intensity. When he sprinted down that flank under the Milan lights, it felt like the future was racing toward football's destiny. In the end, what made that night special was not just Ronaldo's skill but his mentality. He did not hide in a hostile stadium. He demanded the ball. He attacked world-class defenders. He played without fear, and that courage impressed even icons like Ronaldinho. Football history is filled with legendary performances, but certain nights stay alive in memory because they reveal transformation. At the San Siro, Cristiano Ronaldo showed that he was no longer just a promising talent, he was becoming inevitable. And as Ronaldinho and the AC Milan players watched, they knew they were witnessing the rise of a force that would dominate football for the next decade and beyond.